Welcome back, everyone, to Pinetopia. Today, we are going to build the Quartermasters house, which is going to include three sections. Right here, we'll have the office where people will come here, make requests, and the Quartermaster will be here while on duty. Right here will be the Quartermaster's bedroom. And right over here, we are going to have the cellars. And the cellars will include all of the storage facilities. So that would be really nice. There's one little problem with these cellars, though. There is a house right above it. That's the house we built last time. And it's not a nice, light little house either because we have got a large number of items in here. This is one busy house, so I'm sure it weighs quite a bit for its size. And that means that we are going to need some nice support here. And what I'm going to do in order to get this support is add some stone brick, and we are going to create an archway going all the way across here. And the archway then will support the house up here so that it won't go and fall to pieces, because we certainly don't want the whole thing collapsing on top of us, especially with all of the work that's going to be there, with all this everything that's going to be stored in there. You don't want the roof to collapse on top of that. Now, I'm going to have an archway here, which means now I'm going to need some stairs. And the best way to do that, I think, is to have a third layer of this. I think we'll need that third layer of that. Now, I don't want to replace the dirt, because if I replaced the dirt, then I think that I will be sort of violating the rule on that we have only 4 high on there. I say figure something natural under there like dirt, that will be fine. But if I start putting an unnatural item in there, such as stone bricks, then it could be construed as being part of that build, and I don't want that. Now, what I do want will be to get some. Ooh, let's try that. See how this works. Let's start right here. Now, do I want to do this here? I think 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll probably want another level of support on the sides up there even before then, and I could just fill that in. Well, actually, I won't fill it. Yeah, I'll just have one more layer go up there, and I think that will work. Now that I've filled in the sides, I can just add the center area, and I think that's a reasonable archway. I'll have to turn this area down into stairs, but I want to see how the office fits in before I build the stairway and the interface here. I go down here, and then I can find a way to get a nice place to have my storage facilities. Now, am I going to be going down there, or I can perhaps just build it into the hill over here? Trouble is with the hill over there is that going into the hill right here, I think, is going outside the property. And going under here might be undermining the actual sanctuary. And the last thing you want to do is go around undermining the main building that you have in there. So perhaps I will find a more suitable area for this. Now that leads down into the areas that meet with the old mines that I have under the beekeeper's house. But this area here is up for grabs for turning into a storage facility. Perhaps I could open this all up and have a nice huge area for that after I make sure I make it safe from collapsing roofs. I've replaced the torches with a foundation, so that should give us a better idea what we have here. So we have 9 there, and let's get our floor here now. Ooh, 3 short. I think I'll be switching over to stone for this one because this is where we're going to be starting to head downwards. I will need 3 more over here, and that'll give us extra support at the door. Now, we'll have this here, probably have a fence or something right here, I think would be good. That way, access into the caves requires you to have permission of the quartermaster. Good, I think that will work. Since this is a bedroom. Plop. In all of this, I did miss one little detail. These slabs are oak. And of course, it's the walls that are oak, because I'm supposed to have, trying to get a consistent style here. It is the floors that are supposed to be birch. Let's get it right. Let's get it right. After placing my walls, this is the result. This will then be our blank canvas. Now we need to spruce it up a little bit. And I suppose sprucing up a little bit means adding the shutters and what we see up there. Here, I decided to start the way down after all. So we have this. I think this works nicely into it. Now, let's get our little barrier here where we stand here, put a gate there. Good. So you come in and out like this, which reminds me, if that's the way in and out there for the office, I'll need an entrance to the bedroom. I was making this on the thought that, right, we need only one entrance. No, I think the quartermaster needs to be able to get in and out of the house, I would think. So we will have, I'll need a door. I think the quartermaster is going to be needing a crafting table. That's what I think. There we go. Now we want to get some spruce. Let's just get some spruce doors. And then afterwards we could do some spruce trap doors. Well, as soon as I'm able to pick those up again. But we'll put the door right there. Now I can put this here. Put that there. Oh, I guess that's all I need for that. Now I will need some chests, but this is the quartermaster's office. There better be a bunch of chests in here. Ah. You get the idea there. We'll just have... That's a bit... No, that doesn't really work. That's way too high. All right. Scratch that. We'll just leave this like that. And let's take care of... Let's dump that for a second and grab these. And start our little bit of decoration. But of course, we'll have a lot more of that, especially considering that we've got 2 sides each there. So I have to line it up on either side. But I think this will work. Right? What we just did there, so we'll just have this all the way around here. And I think that'll be nice. So this will be the office entrance, and this then will be the bedroom entrance. I think it will work. One nice thing about the roof of this building is that it's right next to the ground here, next to where the artisan is at, thus making that a whole lot easier. As you can see, I'm just putting here slabs at the top. I don't have to worry about the limits I had there, so I'm going half a step higher on this one. That way mobs won't be spawning up here by accident or anything like that. So just have that all nice and covered up and all nice and safe from mobs, and that'll make things great. What, I missed the bed? Ah, nice. That'll work. Now we just need to get some lights up here. How about on either side of the window? Just not blocking the window on this one. There you go. A nice supply of light, so we won't have to worry about being in the darkness or anything like that. And being the quartermaster, certainly would have been able to requisition a couple of lamps. There we go. And we do want the fences to go up there also. Right, and of course I put the fences away. I always put away what I need next, right? Because otherwise it would be just too efficient. Now let's see, we want... Oh, yes, of course. The bottom stairs! Ah, guess what else I missed? Well, do I need bottom stairs or not? That's a good question. Yeah, we don't want to be... Well, maybe here we will, where the cobble is exposed. I'll just have to think on it for now. We don't want that sticking out like that. All right, good. Oh, yes, of course. The bottom, one of these. Okay, we got a post there, post there. No, that won't look right. That won't look right at all. See, actually, I think that looks right as it is. I think we'll go with it. For now, I'm sure I could make some touch-ups later on as things go along. I'll also want a little bit of light in here. In here, and it's going to be a little tougher here since we're going to have a little bit of a low ceiling going on as it is. Is this? Yeah, this will do for now. All right, that'll work there. Now I have to figure out exactly where I'm going to have the storage area. Let's see. Probably give this one extra level down here. Ooh, that's a bit of a drop. There you go. And oh, that's why I had that drop there. This is going to propagate up, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it will. Well, that's what this is going to be all about then. Just make this nice and consistent. Well, this is... Ugh. There we go. Oh, that's just a place for a mine. All right, that's not going to mean much. This will be here. The light, we don't want mobs coming in and saying, "Hello, I'm out to kill you." Because they just like doing that. Well, I'll work on that a little bit later. This is... Yeah, I'll have to work on that a little bit later to make this a nice, safe descent and ascent. And I was thinking of nasty caves in the area, or at least some dark area. Now let's see if I just clear out all of this, then even it out, it might make a nice sized storage facility. Ah, that's more like it. Yeah, it's an ugly ceiling right now, and we have a rather inconsistent floor here. So I will have to take care of this, but I figured this is good for the dimensions. I could replace this wall and this wall with something that works better. Maybe we could have a little design there with granite and diorite. How about we design the floor first? Then from the floor we could decide what to do there. So we could, yeah, the granite diorite we could use for the floor. Then maybe stone brick. Then for the walls, they're going to be covered up by chests anyway. And the ceiling, I have to decide what to do here. Maybe I could make it all stone, or maybe andesite. How about just plain andesite? If I can get enough of that. Just have that all for, and I could use the harvest harvested granite here and harvest the granite, add some andesite, make that more consistent in there, make that a height of 5. I have a height of 4 for the chests, and I could have chests lining this side and this side. Probably will also have to make a central aisle with more chests. This is going to be a huge storage area. And then back here, then we can go back to these other corners, which is pretty much just a mining area at the moment. So, yeah, I think it's just being used as a mining area at the moment when I occasionally run to something and just explore down there. And of course, down this way is where we have our farms and the like. And that is that. So let me start digging this away and replacing that with andesite and see how it looks then. Ah, that looks a lot better on the ceiling. What I decided to do is put it all in andesite, but I'm using polished andesite occasionally on there. And on the floor, on the outer bit, I'm using diorite, then granite, and then the polished versions in the middle. And they reflect each other in what they're doing. The lanterns are strategically placed so that the entire room is lit, so it shouldn't be having any spawns here. And I have the door so that I could get through here, but normally I won't be showing the ugly other side of here. This is then going to have a huge number of chests or barrels. I have to decide which one I want to put on there. I tend to like barrels and be slightly more economical in wood, so I am just going to be placing barrels all the way through here, and I'll decide what I'll do with the middle after I see how many of these barrels do I actually need to use, or if I'm going to use them up very, very quickly. Well, we'll find that out in a moment. First, I need to go and make a whole bunch of barrels. I'll start with 36 and just do the bottom row for now and see how far I get. Then that'll give me an idea of how much I'll need in all. And I guess I need to go all the way down here. And that used 28 of them. Should I go? Well, I was thinking originally going 4 up, but seeing how I go 5 up there, that will mean either putting stairs around the edge for decoration or putting the barrels up 5 up. Decisions, decisions. While I was looking for some more wood to make extra barrels, I found this guy, and look what he has. A cactus trade. And the reason why I care about a cactus trade is because I don't have a desert, and I don't think I've seen any cactus yet. So I think that would be a very, very nice thing to have. Anything else here that I'll be needing? Probably not. Probably not much. I'll just throw in one piece of gunpowder in order to finish it off. There you go. Yeah, must be my first piece of cactus because it just gave me the recipe for cooking cactus. Of course, I'm not going to cook this cactus. I am going to plant it out into some sand. So that I can start a supply of cactus because I would like to be able to get access to green dye and also to cyan dye. And of course, I think you need green dye in order to get cyan dye. So let me see if I can find a good place to put this. Oh, for now I'll just put it there and let that grow. But I think I'll need a better spot for it at some point. Maybe I could find a good cactus farming spot up here or something when we get around to that. Looks like he dropped his leads, but unless I managed to pick one up, no, I did not. It looks like those leads are gone. Where's the other llama? Where'd your other llama go? You lost a llama. Oh, well. So much for that. But I got another example of getting something I didn't have before with the help of the Wandering Trader. Ah, too bad you can't get some nice stuff from like blaze rods or something like that. Oh well. Or nether. It'd be nice if they sold netherwort, but that's not the case. That is quite a collection of barrels. 140 of them. Whee! I hope that keeps me supplied for a while, and if not, well, I might be able to squeeze a few more in here. But that's as much time as I can squeeze for this episode. Between episodes, I am going to be filling barrels, and I don't think you want to see me going back and forth trying to fill all these things up with whatever supplies I'm going to be getting in there. And then next time we'll be in the month of May, and I think I'm going to start out May by switching over from the side areas, the houses here that'll help me to keep supplied and all that stuff, as well as the animal pens and the farms and all that. It's time to have a look at the main build for this area. Now, it doesn't look huge. There is that. But we'll see what we can do with it, and we'll start all that in the next episode of Pinetopia.